many of you guys have seen, but there's that really crazy crash, and I'm gonna put like a photo of it up on the camera. But I thought I already did a video on this, not of this crash, but I did a video of crashes. And it's just getting kind of crazy how many people are already crashing, at least here in my area. And we haven't even hit summer yet. So I kind of guess I have to make another video talking about this because it's still relevant. But it seems like more and more motorcyclists are getting in crashes before we even get to the warmer months. And I don't know. I don't know what causes people to get into these accidents. It's like, I know that cars don't pay attention, but at the same time, if you already know that cars aren't paying attention to us, if all the cagers are on their phones not paying attention to bikes, why would you purposely go speeding like 30 over through areas like this? Like, I'm not gonna lie and pretend like I don't speed, but there's a time and a place for everything, and sometimes it's not really a good situation to be speeding, especially on the roads. Just because I already said this in my old video, there's too many variables, there's too many things going on with people changing lanes, pulling in, pulling out. It makes it a lot harder to stay focused when you're doing high speeds on these roads that aren't designed for you to be going high speeds. Yeah, and it's kind of, it gives you false confidence because of how wide they are, that it makes you think, oh, I got time to react, and it's like, in reality, you don't. But anyways, before I go on an unrelated rant, I just wanted to talk about the crash that, like, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it by now, where the bike's suspended up on a traffic light. Now, I haven't looked too much into it, so I can't really say who's entirely at fault, but from the looks of it, speed was definitely involved. So you can only fault the car driver so much, because they're not expecting bikes to be going flying through an intersection when they're trying to make a left turn. At the same time, I don't know why he's sitting in my blind spot. At the same time, you shouldn't be expecting cars to see you while they're trying to make a left turn. So like, never try to dart through an intersection trusting that all of the cars are going to see you and let you go through an intersection. Even if you have a green, you shouldn't be trusting cagers. They don't have your best interest in mind. They only care about themselves. So not all cagers, but most cagers, like, it's always a cager. They're not going to be paying attention to a bike. They already got so much going on that looking out for motorcyclists isn't on their top priorities. So I have to rehash this, because apparently nobody pays attention on the roads anymore. So going back over the topic that I already covered, there's a time and a place for where you should be and should not be speeding. Roads like this don't really make me feel the most confident to be hitting high speeds on, because of all of the variables that are around you. I like jumping over the railroad tracks. So yeah, just like, watch your speed, pay attention, because you gotta pay attention to what's going on if you want to ride a bike. You can't just hop on a bike and expect everyone to see you. It's kind of your job when you're riding the bike to make sure you are seen, and if you aren't seen, you gotta, that's why everybody says ride like you're invisible, because half the time, more than half the time, you are invisible to all these people. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the bike up on the light. I just thought it was kind of crazy seeing the photos. I didn't think it was real for a while, until I saw the very broken video that they provided. JPEG compression. But obviously he was going pretty fast, so I can only put so much blame on the car driver, because they weren't expecting someone to come flying through an intersection when they're trying to make a left-hand turn. And that's all I really have to say. I'm just going to keep ranting about the same thing over and over again, is you can't blame the car for everything. He was at fault for speeding, and I don't even know what the lights were, because I couldn't see the lights in the video, so I don't know if he had a yellow and he was trying to jump the light, or if it was green on the bike's end and he thought he could make it through before the car squeezed through. I don't know. There's no way of telling, but it's just one of those things where when you're riding a bike, you got to take into consideration no one out here really is paying attention to you. So don't go jumping through intersections until you're 100% sure nothing's going to pull out in front of you. It's better just to double check both ways before you cross through an intersection, even if you have a green light, because I can't even keep track of how many people I see running red lights. So even if you have a green, there's no guarantee the person's going to stop for the red. So yeah, that's all I've got. If you want to go fast, to be 100% safe, do it on a track, but I know that everybody can't afford to go to track days, so if you want to go fast, the best place to do it is somewhere that you know everybody else is going fast. Because then there's less of a chance someone's going to do something unpredictable. And that's really the best case scenarios. You've just got to find places where there's less unpredictability for you to do these things. Oh my god, it's windy today! So much traffic. Ugh. So yeah, that's all I got. Pay attention to what all the cages are doing. Keep your head on a swivel. And stay safe, everybody. We're not even at summer yet, so please stop killing yourselves before we get to summer. I would like to be able to ride with some people. Alright, that's all I got. Bye-bye, camera.